Don't. Okay, so we just rescued a little baby dragon. Did we rescue him or we just let him out? We helped him hatch. He's basically a familiar. We gave him to Sela because he really doesn't do much. I mean, he just provides an additional 1d4 of randomly cold, fire, acid, or electricity damage on a successful hit with a weapon. So, nothing special there. What are you going to do? And she has an open slot, so a couple open slots. So that's why she got it. What is she doing? Eridan's Wrath. First attack, every round deals an additional divine damage. Evil characters can't equip it. And unlucky dice that I always forget to use. Scroll of Summon. I don't even know what I'm holding on to that for. I need to... Yeah, I can't do that from here. I was going to try to work that out for her. Anyway. Where do we want to go next? We don't care about the Sacred Lands because it's a stupid puzzle. Can't get in there. There's nothing down here to do. I guess we should head back into this area. And we can teleport right there. Can't ferry on the Bastion. Yeah, that'll save us some time. So, ferry on the... Sorry, camp on the ferry. There we go. Is there anything to do? Oh, armies need to move. Armies need to move. So, main army heading back this way to save this army here, who really isn't too strong enough to take them on. They might be able to do it, but I don't think they will. So we're sending back our main army to save them. Yes, again. Tomorrow, problem. And then you guys fighting them, but we're waiting for reinforcements for you too. That's the army that was going to die. You guys are running all the way back that way. Just going back to Dresden. So we definitely want the reinforcements to deal with these guys. Why is this bandits and assassins? Why are these guys so neat? I think it's just straight up numbers, isn't it? Yeah, wait until... Well, we'll try to... We have a couple of days before this place will fall, right? The Sinister Mansion, I think. Oh, it'll be a few days before this place falls. It's all defended up. So, Citadel gives us 3 days. Stuff. Okay. We got time to get our reinforcements here. I hope they weren't that far away. Okay, so, this stuff. 1 day until Heaven Warriors are summoned or recruited. Security training is when our generals get 30,000 experience. All of them. Okay, so, Gimpy and friends. So, Bladesmith Workshop or Spinner of the Nightmare's Den. Lair of the malevolent cultist called the Spinner of Nightmares, located in the basement of one of the houses that, by some miracle, still stands in the suburbs of Iz. Yeah, let's go that way. I don't remember. When's the last time I did this? I don't remember doing this in the last run. Or did I? Inside. These guys don't look too terribly awake. Spinner of Nightmares illusions are the most incredible. They are far better than any fantasy. So this is basically a drug den. Yeah, I don't remember doing this before. I don't remember doing this before. Athletics instead of trickery? Sure. Well, that was worth it. That was worth walking over for. That was the most credible, and that you already said that.
There are many roads to success.
Let's see if they're doing. My mind is so limited, but now I am free. I never dreamed it would be so great to be insane. Okay. So I suspect we're going to end up fighting all of them. Just a guess. Spinner of Nightmares. You see a short, stout woman with full lips, long reddish hair, and insolent lying. Long reddish hair and insolent lying, and completely shameless eyes. Hello, darling. Tired of serving the crusade? Care for some sweet illusions from the Spinner of Nightmares? I come for Lori. Let her go immediately. You're finished. Too bad Healer won't see you die. Came for Lori. Let her go immediately. I don't even remember this. The young woman makes eyes at you and with feigned innocence asks sweetly, Really, Sir Crusader, did you come to save me? You're so heroic. The Spinner of Nightmares laughs merrily. You are really trying to convince me that you are Lori? Seriously. I like you don't know. You mean you don't? Seriously. The Spinner of Nightmares starts laughing. She laughs for a long time, obviously enjoying the process. Then she calms down and wipes away the tears from her laughter. That's a joke, right? Healer probably seemed entirely focused, reasonable, and reserved to you, but in fact, he's a complete psycho. Don't blame him for deceiving you. He doesn't realize he's gone mad. 3 years ago, I decided that I had enough of the Pathfinder life. I met like-minded people and joined the Labyrinth of the Mind. Group... What? What the hell is this bullshit? Joined the Labyrinth of the Mind, a group of Baphomet's cultists whose heads Daddy Hildor was out to get. They were charmed by the mutability of the mind, the ease with which it can be tricked, and the wealth of opportunities doing so opened. I left a nice note to Daddy, asked him not to look for me, and then I escaped. But Hildar started to chase me. He got into his head that the Spinner of Nightmares, an evil sorcerer, stole his favorite daughter. The only thing I stole from him is Mom's locket, which I took as a keepsake. She points at the unassuming locket around her neck. Healer was always tailing me. He dragged all my beautiful ideas through the mud. He broke carefully implemented plans. A few times we fought face to face, and every time I won. But I didn't want to kill him, so I erased his memory and hoped that he would finally get lost. But he's always come back. He always came back. Last time he snuck up on me so well, he almost chopped off my head with a single blow. I was frightened, started to fight him with all my strength, and I thought I finally managed to break Daddy. I doubted he could heal from the wounds, so I hoped his hunt was finally over. But now you appeared on my doorstep. When will it end? Your father remembered you as a good person. When did you turn into such a bloody monster? When my mom died, I became the light of his life. But I never wanted to be the light of anyone's life. I had my own path, and Dad should have just made peace with that. Instead, he sends assassins like you after me. Are you sure you want our meeting to end in a murder? Are you suggesting that we part peacefully? I feel sorry for you, but it doesn't matter why you became a murderer. You became one, and I will put an end to your crimes. Are you suggesting we part peacefully? Yes, I'm a smart girl. When someone like you comes for me, I realize it's for my benefit to split before things get out of hand. I'd suggest a deal. You let me go, and I go to the Abyss, never to be returned to Galarian. However, Daddy Healer won't leave me alone even there. Give me something to prove that you are dead. I will deceive Healer. Whatever. Healer. You need to talk to your father, otherwise you will destroy each other. He frowns, letting the mask of a coy seductress fall from her for a second. Talk to him. Do you think it's possible? I'm afraid he'll try to kill me as soon as he sees me. Or start sobbing and hitting his head on the wall, which will be even worse. I can't see him like that, but all right. Spinner of Nightmares. Nightmares takes off her locket and stares at it for a few seconds, then gives it to you. It's a simple gold trinket allowing you to store a lock of hair or the portrait of a beloved one. This locket used to belong to my mother. High Lord will remember it. I charmed it. When you are near High Lord, just open it and I will appear there. I hope there won't be any ambush waiting for me. And now, if you please, I'm getting out of here. This den is not safe anymore. Daddy could send anyone else to follow you. Well then, like I said, I've never done this before. Done this before. I don't know why I haven't done it before. It's there. Sit around. Sit there. Okay, so I'll sit there. Okay, next. We don't want to go to Is yet, I don't think. Bladesmith Workshop, we have to go all the way around to get to that. We have to come up this way. Portal, Valley of Temples. So we do want to get over on that side. Got the Laughing Caves and Forgotten Secrets, that's other stuff. Bear's Maw Shrine. Darren's thing is down here too. That's trap for the other. And that's all down in this area. So, looks like we're taking a little trip that way. It'll be a little while. Oh look, we can go Lands of Yathwatch. Ta-da. Should we rest? We can rest here. Time for the armies to move first, though. Mass teleportation. Oh, we can move armies. More angels. Divas. Angels, same difference. You guys are going down. Where's their main army? Oh, they're right here. Never mind. So we're going to just go. Just pick them up and keep moving. I think so. We have 14 points left, so. Just close enough. Don't let them flee. Kill them. They tried to ambush our poor little army over there. Channel negative energy. This won't hurt. Yeah, it's a very strong spell, by the way. It's a very strong spell. Okay, so that was easy. Oh, look, there's another one. It's a double trap for them. As long as it's not undead, they're gonna die. Look, Balers. Which damage does this thing do again? Power times power times power plus 5 times d6. So it's a lot of damage. aka easy mode. So, like I said, it's a really strong spell. So, you guys continue your trip again. This army is supposed to be cleaning out this area down here. Couple of days. So moving. This isn't a... I thought this was a mobile army, but they're just sitting there. That's okay. We're fine. And you guys head to Dresden. So you only have room for 3. These bards, though, are supposed to be in the secondary army, so you're going to split them off. Guess we just stay here and wait. Again, I thought this was a mobile army, but it's only it's showing green because it's not as strong. That's fine. Never mind, we're fine. Angelic Host has ascended to Galarian to join mortal kind in a struggle. Okay. So yeah, there's spearments and glories of the heroes, which we don't need because we already have a lot of morale. Event. So report. Despite all his trickery, Korra was once again defeated by the commander. The path to Dresden is now clear, and news of the heroic battle is on everyone's lips in Mendev and the Abyss. The reinforcements that came from Canabras and ran to demonic blockade have turned out to be bait. Once Korra heard of the commander's return from the Abyss, he decided to settle scores. His army has cut the commander's forces off from Dresden in order to engage the Crusaders in decisive battle. Yeah. Dead Man's Club. Soldiers who lost their comrades along with their will to live have founded the so-called Dead Man's Club. They leave Dresden to die in battle as heroes and deal as much damage to the enemy as they can in the process. Unfortunately, these actions ruin their officers' plans and undermine discipline within the ranks. Ban the club. Morale increased by 25. Courage the club. Removes 5% of recruited units. All enemy units receive the wounded feat for 7 days. Use the dead man in a trap for the domains. Let Ember talk to the warriors. Removes 5% of recruited units. Crusade morale increased by 50. Ban the club. I mean, none of these choices are that good for us, mainly because our morale is already maxed out, so definitely don't want that. Why would you want to remove your recruited units? That's not good. So, ban the club. Life is a precious gift. After talking to the commander, the soldiers realize that their duty is to live and to fight in the name of the fallen. With their newfound hope, the warriors are eager for battle. Dorks. Investigating the stolen souls. City Lab reports the are awaiting our audience in Dresden. So I guess we should head back to Dresden. Right? Is that what they're trying to tell me? Since we got reports to do. But on secrets. He's deathless place of forgotten secrets scattered all over the walls. Oh no, it's a puzzle place. Don't worry about that one. Bear Moss Shrine. Trip down there. We don't have any towers with the teleporters, do we? We don't. The Laughing Caves. Cheerful asshole rising from the depths, or is it just the wind? It's the wind. Bladesmith? It's not that far away. Final rest. I read in a book by one great thinker that the further we are from civilization, the less civilized we become, as those stone walls, lost scrolls, and the expectation to eat at a table laid within a tablecloth are all that stands between us and barbarism. I'm gonna respond to that one. Ulrich? Nope. If that is true, I am reluctant to see a more feral errand day. Are you? Are you really? I'm going to come back. We need to rest back in the Citadel at some point. This corruption's getting crazy. Okay, we're not getting past that tower. Can we get past the tower? Enemy 4 blocks away, so no, we can't. Laughing Cave's gonna be the same deal. Is it? New day? New day. Stay. You guys are moving. Leveled up. Cause fear, shield the faith, bless, or bane. One creature, one friendly. All units. Master maneuver, so we get more units in the army. Cure wounds, heroism, cure wounds. This was our 30,000 points of experience, I think. Protective Wars, Magic Instructor, Mana Reserves. All spellcasting units have a +2 bonus to AC and damage per level of this feat. She doesn't have any spellcasters in her thing, so more energy. Inspiration, Intimidation, Extensive Infirmary, or Zealous Student. Zealous Student. Okay, so you get to sit there for a while, I guess. You didn't level up. You did level up, though. So, Fireball, Haste, Slow, or Bear's Endurance. Fireball, of course. Don't ask silly questions. Only one level for you. Weakening Trap, Flare, Ice Bomb, Stone Throw. Already get Cure Wounds, though. Poisons the active unit and inflicts penalty to attack for 2 rounds. Flare. All units in 3 books become confused for 1 round. Ice Bomb. Deals cold damage to the target unit and inflicts penalty to speed for 1 round. This is siege ability with a cold effect. Stone Throw. So physical damage. So power times power plus 5d8. This is d4. But it slows them down from moving. Do an Ice Bomb. Defensive training. Master of Maneuver, Intimidation 2. More units. Bane plus Penetrating Strike. less, because it's everybody in the army. Marksmanship. All range units plus 2 bonus to damage per level of this feat. Siege Mastery. Generally uses abilities with the Siege descriptor as if he has plus 3 bonus to power per level of this feat. Yes. Inspiration. More leadership, spellcraft, extensive firmware. More units. What's that? Okay, so you guys are headed back because got all kinds of demons to kill down here. We did get to a level 10 strength too for the army. So go. Valley of Temples, I think we can get to it. It's a Grand Valley that used to be home to temples, shrines, and altars of many gods and deities worshipped in the days of ancient Sarkoris. Nowadays, Savak. Oh, this is. We need land for this one. Shit. Final Veil. That's the puzzle thing. Okay. Yeah. Oh, looks like we're going back to Dresden. We got stuff to do back here anyway. Wrong button. I want to enter, not manage. Hall of Glory. Reduces the cost of recruiting mercenary units by 5%. One Hall of Glory can be built in each fort. Hall of Glory. Pathfinder Lodge. I'll put you there. There. Yeah, I'll put you there. Enter. In. The Spinner of Nightmares. So High Lore is upstairs. I'm sure this will go over well. That's Nenio. High Lore, where are you?
I will guide.
There he is. It's good to see you. What can I do for you? What would you like to do? Blah, blah, blah. Activate the talisman. You and your daughter need to have a serious conversation. Boom, here she comes. Spinner of Nightmares appears beside you. She looks at her father anxiously. Dad, I want this feud to be over. You found Lori. By the gods, you brought her back to me. But he leans forward to embrace his daughter, then stops as if he had hit a wall. No, you're not Lori. You're the Spinner of Nightmares. He clutches his head with his hands as if trying to hold back this dawning truth. This dawning truth. You're both. My daughter, murderer, demon worshipper, traitor, all you. He looks at his daughter, stunned. The walls he's erected come crumbling down. Anger gradually replaces confusion in Hildor's eyes. High Lord's eyes. His voice roars. Lori, how? How could you? What have you become? You. I saw what you did. I followed your trail and saw all those bodies, all those madmen. The abomination you created. Why? If your mother... Lori puts an end to Hiller's rage with a sharp slap to the face. She squints and hisses viciously. Don't you dare drag Mom into this. She wanted me to be happy, but you turned her into an idol and wanted me to sacrifice my life to her. Stop, you're a family. Talk, don't fight. Lori marks her words and takes a step back, trying to apologize, but her father, in a desperate rage, attacks her like a hawk. In rage, Hyler grabs his daughter by her clothes and roars right into her face. If only she'd seen what you turned into, what you did with your life, she would die again. Lori lets out a horrible scream like a tiger seen her cub killed. Her thin fingers clench the handle of her dagger. And with one confident movement, she buries the blade in his chest. Well, that's not going to go well for us. Hylar seems baffled by the dagger sticking out of his chest. Still clenching Lori's clothes, he suddenly stiffens his grip and heaves mightily. The spinner of Nightware's head flops backward with a wretched crack. The back of her head nearly brushes her shoulder blades. Blood spurts generously from her lips and life rapidly seeps from her glassy eyes. Hylar's fingers relax, and the woman drops to the floor like a bag of rags. Pathfinder slowly places both hands on the handle of the dagger and starts to pull. After a monstrous, endless moment, full of grinding teeth and dark red blood, he draws the blade from his flesh. Blood gushes from the unplugged wound. Hylar drops heavily to his knees, looking at his daughter's corpse with terror. Lori, my girl. His heavy, muscular body drops to the floor with a thud. The little monocle falls from his pocket and rolls on the floor with a loud, ominous tinkling. Well, this went great. I've never done this before. I have never done this before. Hey, but look, we get loot. Now, am I the master of the Pathfinder League, or whatever they are? Hey, zombie, welcome back. I have never done this before. Killed told his brothers and me to be deathbed, blah, blah, blah. So. Eye of Truth. A small single eyeglass charmed by priests of Nethys. It allows the wearer's eyes to identify illusions or magical deception. For 3 years, it belonged to venture captain Hylor while he hunted a demon worshipper and master of illusions called the Spinner of Nightmares. Can't be equipped in your eyes. Don't need that. They're wearing that. Sheila gets the monocle. She's going to take over the Pathfinder League. Braces of armor 6. Like most bonuses, an armor bonus does not stack with armor bonuses from different sources. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see that we're scout. Scout's wearing braces of armor 4. How about that instead? 50. Natural armor 4. Got 5. Charisma 4. Physical affection 2. Ugh. So what's the point of this? Just to get the monocle? So we could say we have it? I don't think it was a kind of a sarcastic thing. Welcome back, Ring. I know he's not he's just the local representative. That's all he is. He's not the leader. He's just responsible for the local chapter. Oh yeah, Zombie. What's your run for the DLC stuff? Because we don't know what to do. Get another. I would hope so. I hope we get another person to handle that job. Kind of silly if we didn't. Natural armor 4. You're 5. 5. Bob isn't doing that one. And you're not doing that one either. Okay. It's not your fault. It's just we were trying to figure it out last week. It's like we couldn't remember what you were going to do because we're at. I remember it was like level 6 on the shifter thing, but after that we didn't know what to do. You're lucky we didn't turn you into a bard because that was serious consideration. Mutation warrior. Yeah, we would have never guessed that. Look, it's our replacement. He's here already. Kristoff. Welcome, Kristoff. You have anybody to kill you. Mention Healer is dead, but still interested in this region. I've been authorized to replace High Lord and represent the society. How did you get here? Our branch in the Abyss is run out of funds, but among the slaves we have redeemed from demons, there is a sufficient number of experienced fighters who are ready to thank the Pathfinder Society for the blah, blah, blah. It's okay. He got here quick. That guy was waiting for this job. I wouldn't be surprised if he set the whole thing up. I'll just change his name to Kristoff. I think the dagger he pulled out of his chest might have a different story. Okay, let's go this way.
Never stop learning.
Who are you guys? Elan, oh. Elan looked calm but determined. Commander, I'm glad to see you've returned from the Abyss. You're a little behind the times. Alright, here's the deal. See, let's get straight to the point. While we were in the Abyss, these folks discovered where the souls are being kept. The ones that were stolen by the demons. Well, I wouldn't say we discovered it exactly. I may be a cleric, but there are limits to my powers as Arsenault, especially here in the World One. However, we do know the general location. When I was looking for the souls, I had a vision. I saw a rock that looked like a gravestone, and beneath it was an entrance to a cave. I know that rock is in the outskirts of the Winged Wood. It was not difficult to recognize the ancient forest. It's been burning for decades in an unquenchable fire started by the demons. I'm certain that this is where the souls are being held, but I don't know what awaits us beneath that rock. Sila. Anyway, Elan and I have decided to go there, find the souls, and rough up any demons or cultists that gets in our way, but we'd love to have your help. So you don't have any idea what's inside the cave? No, we don't, but we can guess. Do you remember what, or rather, who started all this? The esteemed jeweler Derek Sunhammer and his damned trinkets. Well, we did some digging on him, and we believe he's one of Baphomet's cultists, you think? Think about their methods, their magic, and their ability to infiltrate society and strike when least expected. It all sounds exactly like our jeweler friend, in quotes. If we're right, we think this location might be a cultist hideout. It makes sense that he would take the stolen souls to a safe location in the world. Wound. Oh, I can't talk at all today. What happened to the bodies of these trapped souls? We were going to move them to Canabras when the Queen evacuated the city, but we couldn't. It was too dangerous to transport them. The clerics needed to focus all their efforts on sustaining the lives and health of the victims, and there were armies of demons roaming the roads. So we stayed in Dresden. Elan's brave friends protected the bodies. They defended the infirmary in your absence. Many of them were grievously wounded, but they succeeded in their task. All right, I'll help you. Elan nods. I'll leave at once. I'll scout out the area and keep watch on the cave and the surroundings. I'll share my findings when you arrive. My heartfelt thanks to you, Commander. And I should return to my duties as a cleric. I have much to do in Dresden. This is Arsenault. Sela. Oh, I'm just itching to give my blade a taste of those soul-stealing cultists, but the most important thing is that we save the victims, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So no fireballs. Arseno, ancient Greek. Romanized Arseno, pronounced arsenoi in modern Greek. Arseno it is. Thank you, Gimpy. I want you to know I really appreciate your help. I know these cultists are our enemies anyway, but I'm glad that you're not ignoring the plight of ordinary people, like the ones who were robbed of their souls. That's what I do. Janna, Aldori. Figure approaches you, but it takes you a moment to recognize who it is. Janna, the ill-fated deserter from the Eagle Watch. She looks very different from the last time you saw her. She is calm and collected, though her face is a little pale. And you notice a scar in her right temple, jagged and fresh. Janna, Sela beams at her friend. You're here. Yeah, I'm here, she falters, then blurts out. Sela, how can you be smiling at someone who failed you? I thought I'd never see you. You'd never want to see me again. I mean, I'll definitely give you a piece of my mind once we're in private, Sela pretends to look stern. But I really am glad to see you're okay. Sela's words bring a small smile to Janna's lips. Then the former deserter turns to you. Well, let me tell you why I'm here. I have business with you, or rather a request. Commander, she hesitates, then continues resolutely. I know about the stolen souls. I want to help you search for them, and I come to ask if you will let me join you and Sela on this mission. Please, give me another chance. We'll discuss that in a moment. First, I want to know how you ended up in Dresden. There's not much to tell, blah, blah, blah. Stuff as soon as I caught, blah, blah, blah. Why do you want to join us? Because I can't stand by and do nothing, she exclaims vehemently. This entire story began with us, with our League of the Inspiring Cart. Then I got cold feet and abandoned you, and then you saved me in the Molten Scar. If I don't help you now, I feel like I've been written off out of my own life story. There we go. How can I trust you? How do I know that you've changed? The last time we fought demons together, you ran away. You abandoned us and deserted our unit. Your unit. People can change, Sela says quietly. All I have is my word, Janna meets your gaze resolutely. My word and my desire to redeem myself. But it's your decision. Very well, I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. Go with Elan and help him. We'll meet you there. Really? I won't let you down. We're not just saving a cart full of booze this time. This is much more important, but that just means we have to succeed. Failure is not an option.
Let's save some adventures for later.
Arseno in English is pronounced like Chloe. Then why has it got umlauts? Is that an umlaut? No. The two dots. Is that an umlaut? I don't remember what that marking is. So Arsenoi? That sounds so wrong. I'm sticking with Arseno. There's no accent marks over the E, so I'm sticking with Arseno in the game. So Lady Konomi's voice is brimming with satisfaction. Commander, I bring wonderful news. We are getting reports from all regions of Mendev that the nationwide political crisis has been resolved. The nobility has answered your summons and restored order in the kingdom. Your promise to grant them new lands on the territories reclaimed from the demons has been met with success, especially among those who have never seen the world wound. Idiots. I believe it's fair to say that at this moment, Commander, your word carries the greatest weight in Mendev's politics. You could use this influence to accomplish something monumental. For example, you could organize a total military mobilization across the kingdom. What will you do with your newfound power? We need to remind Mendevians that the gods care for us, says Socio. They gave us strength and the wisdom to save the kingdom. Let the people go to the temples, praise them, make donations, and pray. In dark times, we need all the faith we can muster. Darren, in many lands, the temples collect tithes. I have a fresh new idea. Why don't we turn this around and tax the temples? We'll call it the tax of the righteous. And tell them that the more pious the temple and its congregation, the more coin will be collected. And we will just have to see what wins, faith or greed. Land. Someone must take care of Mendev. The old mayor won't survive another wild ride like that. Maybe we should hold elections for the members of the Royal Council. Finally, let those who are worthy run the country, no matter their social class or wealth, question mark. Woljif, equal rights for tieflings. Woljif, hands on hips, stares boldly at those around him. It's time to stop the oppression of our noble people by Mendevian society. Tales are no reason for persecution. Glorification of the gods. All generals have learned the Judgment Day spell. Judgment Day deals d6 times power, magic damage to all enemy units, restores hit points to all units in the army. This is a divine spell. It's not horrible. Tax the righteous. Cost of buildings construction reduced by 50%. A little late for that one. Land. Election to the Royal Council. The cost of recruiting mercenary units reduced by 10%. It's not too bad. Congratulations, Woljif. Tieflings will be granted equal rights. Tieflings' rights. Human growth for mythic units increases by 15%. Energy points income increased by 5%. So, mythic units. Who are the mythic units? Mobilization. Cost of recruiting trainable units reduced by 10%. Oof. Angels and stuff? But... oh, so the recruitment growth for them by 15%. Right now, angels are recruited through using an ability or a decree. We get, I think, 5 a week or something like that. So that's going to bump it over to 6. We don't get too many mythic units. I don't think that's really worth it. Oh, Crusade mode is such a slap together piece of crap. It's not a piece of crap. It just could use... well, this isn't... this part is slapped on. The Crusade mode. And some of the stuff is just too late. Like the whole building, the reduction on building construction. Most of our buildings are done. This is something that should have happened a long time ago back in Act 3, not in Act 5, because most of the buildings are done. We're not building that much more now. Hers is actually probably the best. Oh, it's a cost reduction. So, yeah. Judgment Day spell's actually probably pretty good. Obviously, they were running out of time and just cramming together what they could into Act 5. But the construction one? Right at the start of Act 5? In Act 3, it's too early. In Act 5, you have to rebuild. You're not rebuilding in Act 5. I've done no rebuilding in Act 5. I'm rebuilding an army, but I'm not rebuilding any buildings. I was talking about the construction reduction. This one. This is the one I was talking about. The building construction reduces by 50%. That's too late for this to do. Also, you get to take over more settlements. Not really. Just like not that many. Nothing to make 50% matter. I would much rather have this 50% earlier on. Now it's not. It doesn't matter. It's so easy to get resources to build stuff. It doesn't matter. I've got so much friggin' gold. I can buy resources anytime I need them. The 50% off doesn't help. It really doesn't. because that resources are not hard to find. Earlier in the game, this would have made a bigger difference. Back in probably mid-Act 3. Features off resource consumption makes obtaining resources pointless early. But now it's pointless anyway. Let's also see this one was. This is the construction. No, this is Judgment Day is actually not a bad spell for combat because it gets you damage and healing for your group, for your armies, and every general gets it. This is probably the best out of the group. Straight at the start of Act 5. I haven't done that much building. I have a similar spell in Negative Channel. It's a Negative Channel is the healing for the Lich armies, but for your armies here, Judgment Day is better. Well, this heals all units in the army. It doesn't say living or dead, so we're going Judgment Day. Right? Judgment. Yeah. So the first one. Okay, I believe they will be heard. The words of those who have seen so many trials will be sincere, and the higher powers will answer by sending down thunder and ruin upon all those who do us wrong. It can only be balanced respectfully. When first we met, I allowed my eyes to deceive me. I failed to discern within you an outstanding politician. You knew nothing of diplomacy, and you were unaware of the power structure in the Rosian and beyond. But you were driven by your uncanny intuition, and with it you have saved Mendev and strengthened our ties with foreign allies. You have my respect. Social, I wasn't a diplomat before this war, and I haven't become one now, but I think I'm beginning to understand politicians and their actions better, and convinced that...
Hey Gimpy, it is time to take a break.
The key is never to forsake your conscience. I don't think we have.
Your next break is in 1 hour.
I must admit, these council meetings weren't the worst moments of my life. They were almost entertaining. It seems you have the ability to make everything more interesting, but if waging war or hosting ambassadors... And I, like a true son of Mendev, even took part in deciding its fate. We shall see if posterity will curse us for it or sing our praises. Lad, I can't imagine ever becoming a proper diplomat. All this political skullduggery makes my head reach for my bow. I was this close to going down in history as Land the shooting ambassador, but I'm impressed with how slick you were at dealing with intrigues and weaving a web of your own. Well, Jeff, looks like politics isn't such a big deal after all. Just like the gangs on the streets apart from the cussing. Maybe I should be a diplomat after the war? Lady Kenomi, it has been an honor and pleasure to advise you, Commander. However, I don't think you will need my counsel from here on out. Mendev stands strong, our allies are loyal and reliable. The diplomatic council has served its purpose. You don't need it any longer. Dum dum dum. Commander, glad to see you back with us. The captain has barely changed since your last meeting, but his glare is now even heavier than before, and his arms and face bear new scars. You've arrived just in time. There is unrest within your forces once again. Unfortunately, once you returned, so did the wary. They're turning the soldiers against you. I'm afraid we're dealing with an open mutiny. They're agitating for the army to abandon Dresden and march to Her Majesty's aid. If we don't stop them, the outcome may be disastrous. Let's meet with the wary. I don't believe it will be hard to convince them that their plan is pure madness. Socio. We'll gather loyal officers and send them to speak with the soldiers unarmed and with an open heart. We'll convince them to turn their backs on those madmen and their mutiny. Regil, mutinies must be suppressed with absolute severity. We'll surround all the units engaged in the revolt. Then we arrest and hang the agitators publicly. Darren. Behind every rebellious leader is a very angry second-in-command who dreams of promotion. We'll just hint at the fastest way to get it, and the mutiny will fade away by itself, and the added benefit of refreshing our staff. So, Sila. Charismatic feat. All generals gain charismatic feat. So plus 15 bonus to combat morale. That'll help with stuff. Regil. Decimation. Any unit in the army gains +3 bonus to combat morale when damaged. Darren. Bloodthirsty officers. At the start of battle, all enemy units suffer a -15 penalty to combat morale. Captain. 10. So, Crusader morale to reduce by what? Oh, if we parlay with the wary, that's not a good thing, I agree. I'll do this my way. We'll surround their forces. Now cut off their supply routes and maintain the blockage until they give in. Test of strength. All generals gain test of strength. All units gain a +1 bonus to combat morale each turn. Sealers, I think, is the best. +15 bonus to the top at the start of combat. I don't think anything else is really that great. That's when you're damaged +3 to morale. Bloodthirsty officers, though. All enemy units suffer -15 penalty to combat morale. Yeah, let's do that, actually. Lovely, I know exactly whom to pay and how much. They'll soon serve us conspirators' heads on silver platters. Not literally, of course. Why would we want their heads here? I'll keep you up to date on how things unfold. As soon as there are any developments, I will reconvene the council. Can I take a break now? Thank you. Okay, so I need to take a break. Get up, stretch my legs, get some water, that kind of thing. When we get back, we'll continue on with the campaign, and we'll go to the Treasure of the Midnight Isles or so after the next break. So, I'm going to get up, stretch my legs, be back in a few minutes. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the dog video. They disappeared when I paused? Did they? You mean saved? Oh, they're there. They're there. Anyway, be back in a few minutes. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the dog video.